You know,
It's gonna be a
all
good
these
week.
Libras
Ten
out here.
three.
Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to see all the details about Taylor Swift's upcoming Life of a Showgirl album, including all of the Easter eggs, explaining Hamlet's story, Ophelia's character, Joe Alwyn starring in the upcoming Hamlet movie, Taylor hinting about the album for 3 years, and Travis being in Taylor's music video. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and let's head right into it. First of all, we need to know what a showgirl really is and why Taylor is calling herself that. When most people hear the word showgirl, they picture glitter, feathers, sequins, and dazzling stage lights. But being a showgirl is about so much more than costumes. A showgirl is a performer who lives to command the stage. She blends artistry, stamina, precision, and charisma into a spectacle that leaves audiences in awe. Think of it as the ultimate celebration of performance, where every movement, every glance, every note is designed to capture attention and tell a story. And who better to embody that than Taylor Swift? For nearly 2 decades, she's reinvented herself through fearless storytelling, visual symbolism, and live performances that feel larger than life. The idea of a showgirl isn't just about glamour, it's about resilience, discipline, and knowing how to hold a crowd in the palm of your hand. It's about showing up night after night, giving everything, and transforming personal experiences into pure art. So, if Life of a Showgirl is the next album, it might not just be sparkles and spotlights. It could be Taylor reflecting on the highs and lows of living life as a performer, the exhaustion behind the curtain, the thrill of applause, and the balance between reality and spectacle. It's the paradox of being both vulnerable and untouchable at the same time. And honestly, that feels very Taylor. The Life of a Showgirl has 4 limited-run vinyl variants. The Shiny Bug, that's show business, Tiny Bubbles and Champagne, and The Crowd is Your King. Taylor has also been hinting at the 2 exit signs. It was shown in the behind-the-scenes clip while she is directing the music video, and it was also shown in Taylor's poster. This definitely means something, but we don't know what exactly. Fans also speculate that Travis might be in the music video because she used the music of Gorgeous in the directing clip. Gorgeous is the 8th track in Reputation, and 87 is Travis's number. Now let's talk about the upcoming lead single, The Fate of Ophelia. If you know your Shakespeare, you already know how deep this rabbit hole goes. Let's unpack Hamlet, Ophelia, and why Taylor choosing her as a mirror for this new era is absolutely genius. In Shakespeare's Hamlet, Ophelia is a young noblewoman caught between loyalty, love, and expectation. She's often remembered as fragile, but her story is far more layered. She's pressured by her father, manipulated by the men around her, and ultimately crushed by a world that refuses to let her own voice lead her destiny. Her descent into madness and her tragic drowning have become one of literature's most haunting symbols of what happens when a woman is silenced. Now let's imagine Taylor stepping into Ophelia's shoes. For nearly 2 decades, Taylor has been scrutinized, mythologized, and often defined by narratives written by other people. By invoking Ophelia, Taylor could be rewriting that ending, not as a woman who drowns under the weight of expectation, but as one who surfaces, stronger, glittering, and unapologetic. The title itself, The Fate of Ophelia, almost sounds like Taylor asking, does the story always have to end the same way? And here's where it ties back to Life of a Showgirl. Ophelia was forced to perform roles given to her like daughter, lover, victim. A showgirl, in contrast, chooses her performance. She owns the spotlight. Taylor, reframing herself as Ophelia, might be her way of saying, yes, I've been cast in tragic roles by the world, but now I'm stepping into a glittering costume of my own making. This is reclamation. This is transformation. It's Taylor pulling from one of the most iconic tragic heroines in literature, holding up a mirror and daring us to ask, what happens when Ophelia refuses to sink? We're witnessing Taylor rewrite a centuries-old story. And honestly, that's the kind of storytelling only she could pull off. Now, here's where things get interesting. Joe Alwyn, Taylor's former partner of 6 years, is about to appear in a brand new film adaptation of Hamlet. That means he's stepping onto the same stage, literally, as the tragedy Taylor is referencing in this single. Coincidence? Maybe. But Taylor has never been one to overlook poetic symmetry, choosing Ophelia as the centerpiece of her lead single, just as Joe becomes tied to Hamlet, feels like Taylor weaving real life into art once again. The movie is going to be released on 13th October, just a week after the release of The Life of a Showgirl. Joe is playing Laertes in the movie. It could be a coincidence, but at this point, nothing is unplanned in Taylor Swift's books. Taylor actually foreshadowed her Life of a Showgirl era all the way back in Bejeweled. The music video wasn't just glitter and fun. It was a masterclass in symbolism, and if you look closely, Taylor has been telling us this story for years. When Taylor is taught choreography by burlesque legend Dita Von Teese, Dita isn't just a cameo, she's a real-life showgirl, known worldwide for her artistry, glamour, and reinvention. Watching Taylor learn from her in Bejeweled was like seeing the student study under the master. Taylor wasn't just playing dress-up. She was being initiated into the world of performance, transformation, and showmanship. And now, with Life of a Showgirl, Taylor is stepping into that role fully. Back in Bejeweled, she hinted at her fascination with spectacle. Feathers, rhinestones, choreographed allure. Now she's building an entire album around it. Fast forward to the Eras Tour. During I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, Taylor takes on the role of a showgirl right in front of us. Dressed in a sparkling cabaret-style costume, she collapses on stage, overwhelmed and broken. But then, with a forced smile, she gets pulled back up, flung into choreography, and belts out the song with full energy. It's raw, it's theatrical, and it's heartbreaking. Because the whole performance is about the illusion of show business, smiling through pain, dazzling through heartbreak, making it look effortless even when it isn't. Put Bejeweled and Broken Heart together and you see the full arc. First, she studies the craft under Dita Von Teese. Then she lives it on tour, showing us the harsh reality behind the glitter. That's the essence of a showgirl, dazzling the audience no matter what's happening backstage. Now let's talk about the song Opalite. Opalite is a man-made stone that mimics the look of opal. It often displays shifting colors, soft blues, greens, pinks, as light changes. Though synthetic, it carries many of the symbolic associations of opal: healing, emotional balance, transformation, calm. I think it would also be how Taylor describes the color of Travis's eyes. It has been debated whether his eye color is blue or green, and I think Taylor found a perfect way to describe it. It's opal, because it changes color and shade in different lights.
I'm telling you, dude, they switch up on you.
They're not
Depends on
blue,
what kind
though.
of
They're
day I'm
green.
having. It switches from like a bluish turquoise to like a light green for the most part.
I think they're grayish, which makes them sometimes look
They
blue.
got some gray, yeah. Get up close, it's like
They're
a
green.
blue, yellow, gray.
Travis, I've been looking at
mixture.
you. I've been looking at you my whole life.
You have green eyes. Travis Kelce's birthday falls in October and his birthstone is opal, so we know it's obviously going to be about him. Taylor mentions the significance of opal in connection with October and the Kelce family on the podcast as well.
It is also your birthday week.
We got Wyatt October 2nd. We got you October 5th. And then we got Mom October 9th. So this is a good month.
Yeah, I picked a good month.
It's going to be a good week.
You know,
gonna
all
be a
these
good week.
Libras out
10-3,
here.
13.
The opal birthstones.
I'm picking up this numerology. There we go.
There
Right?
we go.
Yep.
See?
And since opalite is a man-made stone versus natural, it could hint at crafted love, intentional effort, or a relationship built with care rather than just fate. These are all of the details about the album. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.